All right, you're now tuned in and rocking with the best. Let's talk about Jay Z and the backlash that he's receiving from his casino bid. Now, he is in the midst of trying to get the go ahead to open up a casino, a Caesars casino in downtown Manhattan. Now, he's receiving backlash so heavy that people are actually out there protesting. Now, back in July, earlier on in the summer, demonstrators packed the Father Duffy Square, rallying under the banner of a No Times Square Casino Coalition. Now, the group compromised the neighborhood organizations, community activists, and theater professionals, criticized the casino's bid as a corporate land grab that would disrupt the area's identity and siphon business from the already thriving Broadway industry. And they went on to say, and I quote, these people want to take what we spent years cultivating and profit off of it, decimating our audiences and the community we hold so dear to. This is one casino proposed location that would devastate a thriving industry that would support 100,000 jobs. And this is obviously, everybody heard of Broadway in New York. Now Jay Z and actually Desiree Perez are, swinging back. They're swinging back, saying that it would not only, help, but it would revitalize the economy and bring in $7 billion in tax revenue as well as jobs to the particular community. Now, Jay-Z actually spoke about this because he's front and center with this project, and he wants to talk to the community, similar to the time where he brought the Barclays Center. A lot of people gave him a lot of backlash. And if you stick around, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of bringing a casino in the area because am very close to a place where there's many casinos, and people make a living off of them. But there's also a negative effect that we could also get into. Now, Jay-Z said New York City is the entertainment capital of the world. So the idea of a world-class casino here makes perfect sense. I've always looked at opportunities that can shift culture while uplifting communities. And Caesar's Palace Times Square is exactly that. He added that the new casino will be an extension of culture, an extension of energy and action that makes New York the city that it is. He went on to say, our vision is to build a destination that not only attracts visitors, but also gives New Yorkers a place they're proud to enjoy. A casino here doesn't compete with Times Square. All right, so let's talk about Jay-Z receiving major backlash for his plans to open up a Caesars casino in downtown Manhattan. Now, earlier on in the summer, there were people, cultural, icons, community organizations and theater professionals that actually rallied under the moniker No Times Square Casino Coalition. Now, this group comprised, of local people who do not want the casino to come to the area for many reasons. Now, one of the major reasons being they're saying that it will decimate their audiences, in particular Broadway. Now, they went on to say, right, that they say these people, and this is a quote from the organization, these people want to take what we spent years cultivating and profit off of us, decimating our audiences in the community we hold so dear to. This is one casino proposed location that would devastate an already thriving economy and would support 100,000 jobs. And this is from the president of the Broadway League. Totally against it. We know about Broadway and how popular it is and how people go there. They don't want it. They think it's going to, deal a major economic blow to them. Now, Jay-Z has been front and center. I'll give it to him. He has been front and center. He has been speaking. He has been, championing this cause. And Jay-Z struck back. He heard the concerns. He's saying, right, and I quote, New York City is the entertainment capital of the world. So the idea of a world class casino here makes perfect sense. I've always looked at opportunities that can shift culture while uplifting communities. And the Caesar's Palace Times Square is exactly that. He also added that the new casino will be an extension of culture, an extension of energy, and the action that makes New York City what it is. He goes on to say, our vision is to build a destination that not only attracts New Yorkers, but a place they are proud to enjoy. A casino here doesn't compete with Times Square, it complements it. We're creating a hub that draws even more people into the neighborhood, generating new energy, new business, and new opportunity for everyone. This is what Jay-Z says, right? And when you kind of look at and you examine some of the drawbacks from a casino coming to an area, it's a textbook marketing pitch from Jay-Z. And maybe he's right. I don't know. But let's look at some of the aspects of a casino. Because again, I live in a close to a casino town. And I understand what casinos, what positive and both negative, because they have two. They have both. And of course, Jay-Z's trying to bring the casino. He's not going to put you on to the negative. So let me do it for you. So some of the negative things, let's start with number one, the gambling addiction that they could bring. Now we can turn on any show. The fight's about to happen real soon tonight. If you're watching NFL, NBA, baseball, their marketing campaigns are heavily targeted to get people to gamble. You don't know nothing about sports? Don't worry. Just bet on somebody tying their shoes tonight. Just bet on this person throwing a touchdown. Don't worry. You ain't even got to watch it. Just put this money here and this could happen here. I think that's dangerous as hell, in my opinion, because they are really trying their hardest to turn people into gamblers, which I don't want no parts of the shit. I'm not even going to try it. I don't understand it. I put $50 in a slot machine probably 10 years ago. The shit was going in like 30 seconds. I never did it again. So I would not recommend it. Anybody does that. But that's one thing. In gambling addiction is probably, in my opinion, tantamount to drug addiction. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. Crime and social issues. Obviously, crime is gonna be more out of hand, right? Domestic violence, drugs, burglary, all these different crimes are going to spike, and you're going to have to allocate more funds to policing the area, right? Casinos bring big money, so that brings crime. It brings all types of different things. People drinking, partying, smoking, drugging, doing all they doing. That's going to bring more crime to the area, and also, which probably is one of the main things here. And I think Jay-Z's pitch addresses this is the social issues, right? That is going to bring an economic drawback. Let's talk about that before we get to the change in the community character. Local restaurants, local businesses are going to suffer, whatever it may be, that could be impacted by a casino open, and maybe a local mom and pop store. Maybe, I don't know, anything you could throw in there that will usually thrive now may be and probably will be affected by, in particular, small businesses, by this large business coming into the area where people usually go here for this. They might just go there for it, or go there, or go here for it, and that hurts. Similar to when Walmart comes to town, it shuts and kills all mom and pop stores. Now, regressive spending, lower income individuals may spend disproportionately on gambling. I think I kind of touched on that when I touched on how they're trying to turn everybody into gamblers, parlays this, parlays that, and change the community character, right? Now, one thing I'll say is the team that Jay-Z has, they are astute, they are listening, and they are executing, because some of the things, the negative things that happen to communities, they're addressing that, and they're trying to sell people on, the ideology that, look, this is extension of us. It's going to help us. Don't worry. You're going to be good. We need this. It's going to bring this. And you should as a business person. Is it 100% the truth? We will see, right? But moral and cultural concerns, right? They're concerned that it may change the culture or values of that particular area, which for me, it's like it's already New York, it's already fucking hectic as hell, right? But hey, the people there know better than I do. And obviously, traffic, congestion, it can't get no worse than New York City. It really can't. It's already a crazy ass city with crazy people going here and there and running here and running you over. And, beautiful city, a city I would never want to live in, but it's a beautiful city. Shout out to New York. So ultimately, what I would say is yes, it's going to bring a lot of jobs. Just like anything in life, though, there's pros and cons, right? I live in an area where the casinos, it's probably 10 to 15 of them. It's both pros and cons. I think in a lot of instances, the pros outweigh the cons from my view. I could be wrong because, you look at jobs, tax revenue. If you got to go get a decent job, you can go be a dealer, you can go be security. It brings, if you have multiple casinos or this one casino, thousands of jobs to an area, right? With also having collateral damage. But that's anything. I was listening to a speech by Michael Jordan. He says, in order to win, you got to lose. So there's no way, in my opinion, you're going to be able to take away the negative effects of what happens when a casino comes in. But New York City, and I think Atlantic City and other areas should be, against this because this takes away business from places like Atlantic City who have the beaches, who have the boardwalks, who have the entertainment industry. Now they're going to elect to stay in New York. Broadway, Broadway is crying like, yeah, we don't need this because Broadway is almost like it wants to be it's the entertainment hub. We don't need a casino bringing in shows weekly or bi-weekly or even daily. Because New York, you can do something daily that interferes with what we got going on. I understand this. Is it going to work? Probably not. Probably not. It's going to hurt Broadway. And when you're bringing business in, you're not worried about that. You can have a restaurant up the street called Sal's Pizza Kitchen. I'm opening up Ogon's Pizza Kitchen 2 miles up the road. I'm not focused in on what you're doing. This is the land of the free. This is opportunity for me. This is capitalism 101. So that's one thing we have to understand. And, again, I tried to do my best to give you guys both the pros and the cons. We're not going to really know until this project is approved and look like they want to break ground in this joint and it's up and running. Then we'll get to see the residual effects of the community. But shit, if you're in New York, you need a job, casino right there. It's going to employ people, dealers, bar porters, bartenders, security. It's going to have nightclubs, chefs, restaurant workers, housekeepers, janitors, managers, presidents, all types of different things. So we will see how this turns out in the future. But let me know what you guys think. I said a lot. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm about to chill and watch this fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got Crawford all day, but let's fall back. Let's relax. Hit the thumbs up on the video. I appreciate y'all. It's your brother, Ogazard. Peace.